reach down. She's like, I can handle this.
But I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna do.
I insist on really no mic because Katie was very nervous before giving the speech, but I insisted that the people that are still here today are really more concerned about drinking now than speeches. So. Not true. Just kidding.
I see some like second and third cousins out there.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Trevor, and I'll be providing your best man speech for the evening. As best man, I have prepared a speech because I promise to be short, because I, too, as we've seen thus far, am excited to see Sean's lack of dance moves.
For real?
Yeah.
Slacking.
I thought they were very consistent.
If you know him like I do, you know that him and dance floors are not friends. However, you do see him dancing tonight, as we've already seen before. It may be his first dance with his wonderful mother. There she is. Yeah. Or it may be his first dance with his beautiful newlywed wife. Or I got him drunk enough to get him out here and dance, bust a move with me.
Highly doubtful.
But probably highly doubtful, yeah. But first I want to say to Lauren and Sean's parents, thank you for everything you have provided for us tonight. Everything is amazing, and I wanted to speak for everyone for helping to raise two truly amazing people. I know it probably wasn't easy, mostly because if it was up to Sean, all of us would simply be watching HBO in his apartment right now. Joking aside, you have given the time to bring them into the world we know. There were probably times when you loved them to death, and there were also times where you probably wanted to bring them to death, and we thank you for not doing so. And everyone else, you being here means that you have played an important part in Sean and Lauren's life. As they say, it takes a village to raise a child, but in Sean's case, mostly tacos and World of Warcraft. Now for a brief background. Sean Smith grew up in Columbia, Kentucky, where he was raised in a hut, hunting for wild lions and jaguars. I can only assume this because of the tribal tattoo on his shoulder. Our beginning began, however, with the Sigma Chi fraternity, where we learned of friendship, justice, learning, and which furniture to steal in the middle of the night at rival fraternities. Today I stand here honored to be Sean's best man, partly because of our great friendship. There were times, you're doing such a good job. There were times when our lives were spinning faster than what we were ready for, beating us up and leaving bruises, yet our heads remained unbowed because we always stuck together. But ladies and gentlemen, I stand here honored to be Sean's best man because according to Sean, out of all the groomsmen, I was the one with the most free time.
Nick thinks that's funny.
Now, I can honestly say that when Sean met Lauren, his entire life and demeanor was at peace. But there was...
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
But Lauren, as always, but especially tonight, especially in your sweatshirt, you look absolutely gorgeous.
So pretty.
So gorgeous. Over the past year, we've become great friends. Absolutely. Over the past year, we've become great friends, but there was one moment not that long ago where I knew that you two were completely meant for each other. One afternoon, I asked Sean to get a burrito with me. He obliged. And then Lauren came with us. Sean was sitting next to me at the table. We were eating our burritos, and Lauren was sitting across the way. Sean was facing me, saying things like, yeah, you have to make sure all your sprinkle heads are yada, yada, yada. And all of a sudden, Lauren reaches her finger from across the table and starts to pick food out of Sean's teeth while he's talking. And Sean still continued to talk to me. So he was saying, Trevor, you gotta make sure all your sprinkler heads are so there's proper coverage. Ladies and gentlemen, love is patient. Love is kind. And love takes cilantro out of your teeth, without question. When I'm around Sean, I'm wrapping it up. When I'm around Sean and Lauren, I always find myself blessed. I find strength in their wisdom, love in their hearts, and laughter in their presence. One thing we all know is that time can give so much love, yet can be unexpectedly confusing when it's hard or takes away, and at the same time teaches so much about ourselves. Sean and Lauren's lives can be summarized as wild, wonderful, weird, and yet at the same time, so loving for everyone, for us. I didn't mean to read that, but you know.
But you did.
You got me too drunk before you did this.
We did
Sorry.
it. We did it.
We did it. Sean and Lauren's lives can be summarized as wild, wonderful, or weird, and yet here we are now. Two people have found each other in the midst of it all. Maybe not under the eyes of God, but a Jew with a certificate.
Thank God for that Jew. Thank you, Jesus, for that Jew.
And it's because of that. It's because of that random, amazing love that we're all gathered here today. It's because of that random, amazing, gorgeous love that we all get to drink their beer and eat their food for free.
Yeah.
Sean and Lauren, your relationship will evolve in many stages in your life, and you will love each other for more and different reasons than you do even now, every step of the way. But time is both a fast and wonderful thing, so I welcome you to remember the way you love each other now. Be welcomed by the love you will receive in the future, and remember the way that we all love you. And that kind of love will carry you every moment in your time together. Before I get too cheesy, everyone, if you could please raise your glass to Sean and Lauren.
I don't have a
May your love stay strong and your dance parties be even stronger.
Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Can you play a song? Because I'm about to sing. I want to sing. I feel like I'm going to sing. Yeah, I'm going to sing.
So good.
We're gonna do